knew when I got married that I had a new leader, my better half. I've been married for 18 years now. My marriage is old enough to vote. I get really scared on the holidays. Coming home, my wife's like, "Sweetie, do you think it's too much to ask that your family says what they're grateful for on Thanksgiving? Am I asking too much?" My family is grateful. They just don't like saying it out loud. I really feel they should say it out loud. It's been so many years. What are we teaching our children? If you can't get them to say what they're grateful for, next year we're going to Tina's for Thanksgiving. Tina's? This is the only holiday the Dermanskys do. My better half wants to get rid of half of me. I might as well become a Taubman. She didn't change her last name. I have to find a way, like a man, to get everyone to say what they're grateful for without actually telling them to say what they're grateful for. And I did. The gratitude coloring book. I came up with this idea, the gratitude coloring book. I emailed everyone and told them to email me things that they're grateful for. And I was going to transform it into a coloring book so they could color in the things that they're grateful for. I made the coloring book. It's all ready to be colored in. I'm going to start a new tradition. My mom has basted the turkey and my dad's all set to carve it, and I am just going to get everyone set to color in their coloring book. So I go into the dining room to put the coloring books on each plate, and I see Maddie and Nina darting for this one chair. And Maddie, my 10-year-old, was there first, and she's like, "I was here first." And Nina's like, "That's my chair. I have to sit in that chair. I have to. That's my chair. I'm not going to stay at this table if I don't sit at this chair. That's my chair." And Maddie, I'm like, "Maddie, maybe Maddie's the most easygoing kid, and Nina's parents are divorced, so I'm the only Dermansky who's still married." So I said, "Maddie, why don't you sit in that chair over there? It'll be fine. Maybe Nina was there first." "I was there first. That was my chair. Daddy, that's my chair. It's not fair." And she just loses it, and she goes to the living room to be by herself. And my mom overhears it, and she goes into the living room, and she's like, "Sometimes, young lady, when you're dealing with a family, we have to make concessions for other people so we can all get along. Do you understand that?" And I go in, and I'm just like, "I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Grandma can be a little bit rough. I shouldn't have bulldozed you like that at all. And I'm sorry. I love you so much. You were there first." And I just have all these coloring books, and I'm under so much pressure because I want everyone to say what they're grateful for. So if you could just be on, let's just do this. Can you go with me? And she's like, "Yes, Daddy, of course. I love you, Daddy." I'm like, "I love you, Maddie." So we go back into the living room, and everybody is already eating. The stuffing is stuffing, and the basted, I'm basted. And I'm like, "Hey, everyone, look, I have all these coloring books. Why don't we stop for a second?" My dad's like, "We are eating, son." I'm like, "I know, but there's so many wonderful things to be grateful for, and if we could just color them in." At a restaurant, son, when you see a coloring book, you don't color it in. The kids don't even color it in. Isn't that right, kids? And my other sister's like, "I knew this was a bad idea." And my mother's like, "Maybe we'll do this next year." I'm like, "But I really am so grateful to be here with all of you and to color, and I'm grateful to be here with all of you. I love you all so much." And my wife's like, "Yeah, I'm really grateful too that my husband is such a great communicator." And my dad's like, "Great, it's wonderful. Let's eat." I could have just asked everyone to say what they were grateful for and let them decide if they wanted to or not. Anyway, the next year my father wasn't at Thanksgiving anymore. He died, and I was the man at the table, and everyone started eating again. They just started eating. And I said, "Okay, wait, please don't eat now. We're just going to say what we're grateful for, because I know my dad was so grateful to be with us, and he didn't say it out loud, whatever, and I'm grateful, and I know he loved being with us on Thanksgiving, and if anyone else would like to say what they're grateful for, this would be a good time."